Hi movers, Leia here. Welcome to my Active Office Break series. I want to show you exercises that you can do in the office or at home if you're working from home to give your body a break from long sitting hours. And don't forget to click the button below to subscribe to my channel. The first exercise that we'll do is the spinal roll downs. So I want you to stand hip width apart with your feet, and we're going to start rolling down our head, starting with your chin, tucking it into your chest, and then one vertebrae at a time, start to roll down very, very slowly and carefully. And then you can start bending your knees a little bit and go only as far as you feel the stretch here in your lower back. And then with your exhale, try to go slowly back up one vertebrae at a time again until you come all the way up, and your chin is the last one to come up. So it should feel as if you were leaning onto the wall and you wanted to slowly start peeling off the wall without forgetting any vertebrae. And then you will start feeling, if you're doing it very slowly, the stretch here, and this is as far as we want to go. Relax here in this position, and then with your exhale, go all the way back up, again, one vertebrae at a time. Now, if you are a little bit more flexible, you can go a little bit lower down, if not stay where you start feeling the stretch. If you can go lower down, you can. Bending the knees will help you take off the pressure from your lower back and let your hands be totally and completely relaxed by your body. So you can do about 3 to 5 spinal roll downs in your office, and to really make sure that you're doing it properly, you can do it lean by the wall and do the same thing. So one vertebrae at a time, keeping your knees bend a little bit, just for you to feel what we're doing here. And once you feel comfortable and you know exactly what it means to engage your back, your spinal core, then you can do it without the wall support. So the next exercise that we're going to do is we're going to do hip circles or knee circles. For this exercise, I want you to keep your pelvis tucked in the whole time. To make sure if you're really doing it, in the beginning, you can lean onto the wall and do that, lean on the wall the whole time. Another option that you have is to place your hand either on the wall or table or chair for support, because you're going to need support here. So taking your pelvis in, you're going to lift start with the right leg up, open your knee and place the leg down and close it back in. And we'll do 3 more hip circles in this direction with our right. And then we're going to do the same thing, but changing direction. So now we're going to open it up, lift it up, place it down again, open, rotate, in, 3, rotate, in. You can do 4, you can do more, up to 8 with each leg in each direction. And we're going to change leg. So we do the same thing with your left, open and rotate, and 1 more, and then you can change side. So it's not so important how high the leg goes, but it's more about opening up your hips that are all the time rotated or turned front when you're sitting down. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to place one leg, so I'm starting with my right, onto the chair, and I'm going to stretch this inner thigh muscle. So what I want you to do is just slide down over your right leg and then slowly come back up. And you can do that up to 8 times with each leg. I'm just going to do 4 for this purpose, and go slowly and wait here for a second or 2 and then return. And if you're doing this correctly, you should already be feeling the stretch here in this whole part. And then you can switch. I'm going to show you from the back so that you'll see what I'm doing. So pointing your fingers or your toes towards you, keeping them looking at your direction the whole time. You go down, hold, and come back up. One more. Go slowly. Don't forget to breathe here. So exhale every time you go down, inhale when you come up. 3. And we'll do one more. 4. And then you slowly come up. And then the next thing that we'll do is very similar to this one. So again, and still we're stretching this inner thigh muscle. But what I want you to do now is you want to bend the knee you're standing on and then come back. And try to stay here for 2-3 seconds, just in order to really feel the stretch. What you want to make sure here to pay attention to here is that the knee is not turned inwards, but it's overlooking your over your toes, so looking over your toes, about between the second and the third toe. Try to keep it somewhere in this direction. So again, I change side, I go as low as I can until I feel the stretch, and then I come up. So I don't want you to turn your knee in. It has to be overlooking the toes, and try to stay there. So pointing over your toes the whole time, because you want to avoid the knee pain or putting too much pressure on your knee here in this position. So every time the knee goes somewhere else, you put a lot of stress on your knee, and you want to avoid that. And the next exercise that we'll do, it will be a very nice stretch for your hamstrings and for your glute muscles. So grab a knee, bring it over to yourself, and then across your right leg in this case. And I want to hug my left knee, and I want to hold onto the chair for support. And I just want to hold here and breathe about 3 seconds or so. And then you can release, take a breath in, exhale, and then do it all again. So stretch, and then release. So you can do that up to 8 times with one leg, and then you want to switch sides and do the same thing with the other leg. If you're not as flexible, and this is all you can do, and you cannot hold or hug the knee with your hand like that, you can always just place your hand here. Go as far as you feel the stretch. Wherever you are today is best for you. And we're going to switch the leg, so bring it over, hug the knee. Try to stay up with your body, so no bending in your back. And then release. And do it once more. And release. 3. And release. And one more. Hold. And release. Okay. And then just shake your body out, and you're ready to work again.